This is a disassembly video for the BK1S. First, we're going to remove the B-car, and then stock. Pull that down to remove it. Stock is just held on with a thumb screw. And now you turn this 90 degrees and it'll come right out. Now we move on to the front shroud. Phillips. Watch the other side has a nut. Comes out. That comes out. The barrel, just call it, comes out. Okay. This for Picatinny rail, there's pins that you have to punch out. Make sure the blaster is on. Well, you got the left side facing up. You basically punch out these pins. The knurling is on the other side, so you want to punch it out from this side. Should be 4 pins. Just right out. Now is the spring. You basically take like a flathead, or you can use your hand if you really want to. But it will be taped, and you just have to. There's a piece of tape on there. You just got to break it off, like punch through the tape, and it's basically like a flat. You can stick a flathead in there. Turn it, push down, and turn it 90 degrees. It comes right out. This one is slightly modified, but it's the same concept. Next, we turn it so that the left side is facing up. We're going to remove the mag release, which is just another Phillips. The spring. Oops. Now we're going to take off this charging handle. Which is another Phillips also. Now keep in mind the lengths. We're going to take off the handle. If this is your first time disassembling the blaster, this screw right here has glue in it. What I did was I just used like something sharp to basically pry out the glue. And once you do that, it is just Phillips. I mean, there is no glue in mine anymore, but it's just a heads up. Okay, now the grip screws are the shorter ones, as you see here. Okay, now for the receiver, we actually have to pry off these 2 covers right here. And there will be screws inside. So let's start here. These are longer screws. There's only 2 screws that you should be aware of. The ones in the grip are the short ones, then everything else is the long ones. That's pretty much it. There's also another one here, but I don't actually have that because mine's been converted to talons. Gets rid of that screw post there. Okay, now once all the screws are loose, you basically can just open it. Nothing's gonna pop out because you've already removed the main spring. That comes off. And then let's just take those screws out. There it is. Set that there. Yeah, that's what it looks like inside. I would further take it apart. There's your return spring. And then your plunger and plunger tube just come apart. There's your dart guide. And then if you want to remove the gearbox, it's 3 screws right here. Or 4 screws for the switches. And then you can just lift this right out. Boom. Just like that. You have it. Oh, there is a nut for the thumb screw for the stock. You can just take that out. Don't lose that. For this unjamming door, or you can just kind of pry it off. It's just kind of like clipped in. That is it. For the selector switch, it is just a Phillips right here. You have to be careful with this one. Once you take that out, you want to hold that while you take this off. And then kind of lift it off because there is a small, I don't know if you can see that. There's a little bearing ball thing there. Right there. That tiny thing. And then there is also a really small spring in there. Don't lose that. Yeah, that's fully disassembled. I'll probably do a disassembly of the gearbox in a different video, but here, I'm just going to reassemble it now to just show you. Okay, let's start with this. Spring. Little ball. And I like to just do it this way. Hold that there. There is like a flat spot on this piece and that piece, so you can only really go in one way. The door, it just snaps in. Okay, now onto the gearbox. There is a plate right here that has to line up with the selector. So what I like to do is pull it all the way forward and make sure it's on safe. Basically put that on there, and it should, yeah, it should go in nice and smooth. Can't pull the trigger, it is on safe. When you put it on semi-auto, you can pull the trigger. So let me put it on safe again. Can't pull the trigger. Okay, screw down the switches. it should look like. This nut goes right here. Free thumb. Okay. Now, your plunger and pusher. Make sure it's like that. Hopefully your gearbox, this should be flat. There should just only be one row of teeth on this sector gear here. If it's not, then you would have to rotate it until it's like that to put it in. But yeah, that drops right in. Push it to the front. Dark guide, return spring goes on this little hook right here. Just like that. And then the other side could go back on. Make sure the wire goes over this post, otherwise you don't want to pinch it. There, all closed up. Long screws. Oops. Also that one, but I don't have that because mine has been modified for talons. Right? It gets rid of the post here. Next we'll do the grip, I guess. So these use the shorter screws. Okay, this other short screw is for the charging handle. Whoops. Goes like that. These just go back on, cover the holes. Okay. Now, mag release. Just hold that, spring in. Okay, pick rail. There is, you see that knurling on it. Make sure that's facing this way. It's facing up when you put it in or out. And we can just push those back in. Okay, now we can put the main spring back in. make sure the plunger is in the forward position. Sometimes it is back like that. I don't know if you can see that. Make sure you just push it forward. Otherwise, it might be a little bit difficult to put in. Just like that. Guide plug. .90°. Push down 90 degrees, turn, locks it in place. Stock. Also 90 degrees. You want to pull down on that to get it in there. Okay, barrel, collar, shroud. Put the nut right here. And I guess we could test. So you can shoot some darts. Okay. Yep, it works.